I'm Ninja Greg, and this is my first ever re-review, and I'm doing it of Fairy Tail and the Phoenix Priestess. Why am I re-reviewing it? Well, because since I did my initial review, I have been binging the crap out of Fairy Tail. And yeah, I like the series. I'm glad I decided to start watching it after the movie, and I felt like I had to correct some things that I didn't get right in my initial review. But like I said, in that review, I was coming at it from the perspective of an outsider, so I had an outsider's point of view. But now I can come at it from the point of view as a fan, and knowing a lot more about this world than I did when I first started. Because when I first started, I knew very little, almost next to nothing. Okay, so, first correction. I said in the movie Eclair had to keep the Phoenix Stone away from the bad guy group that calls themselves Carbuncle, I think it was. And while I was partially correct, the reason why she has to do it is because, well, she doesn't really have to just keep it away from them for the sake of keeping it away from them. She has to find a way to nullify the magic on it, because if the two heads come together, the Phoenix rises up and destruction, and the only person who will be left alive will be the one who brought the Phoenix out. And I also didn't mention how Eclair was connected with the Phoenix. And it turns out that 400 years ago, in Fairy Tail's relative past, her village was burned to the ground, and she was pretty much at death's door until she was given the Tears of the Phoenix, which is also the blood of the Phoenix, because in the movie she says that the blood is the tears that the Phoenix had when it was sealed away. So yeah, by drinking the Tears of the Phoenix, Eclair was made immortal and also connected with it, so she dies when the Phoenix dies at the end of the movie. So yeah, that's something I wanted to set straight about, what Eclair's mission is and such. I also want to address what I said about Wendy. Now, since I've seen the series, I'm currently at the beginning of the Grand Magic Games story arc. So, but I think this movie takes place after that arc, because when we see the guild hall in this movie, it's 10 times better than it is after the Tenro Island arc. Yeah, check me out, dropping names like a boss. Now, I said, in my initial review, I said Wendy's power was this super loud, super powerful scream. I was mistaken. Wendy she has the power of Sky Dragon Slayer magic, which means, well, she has some power to manipulate wind, either by using it as an offensive force, and she even has the ability to heal her allies or give them defensive or offensive buffs. But Wendy is definitely a really strong support kind of character, and she does more in this movie than I gave her credit for. She's not one of the main players, mind you, but she is there when the Fairy Tail Guild goes to stop the Phoenix from being reborn, and she helps fight off some of the bad guys so that the heroes can go and save the day. But yeah, like I said, I'm sorry to Wendy fans if I kind of dumped on your favorite character. I didn't mean to, but I was coming at this from the perspective of an outsider. And I like Wendy fine, but she's not my favorite. That honor belongs to a certain red-headed, armor-clad wizard, and I think you know who it is. Okay, so moving moving on with the other corrections I needed to make. My initial review, I also said that the main bad guy in this movie, who ended up being betrayed by the Carbuncle Guild that he had hired, was this child king or something. He's not a king. He is a duke. And they clearly say duke in the movie. And I honestly don't know how I missed that even on my first watching. And I also mentioned that Gray is the good-looking heartthrob that drives all the girls crazy. Once again, I was mistaken. Not all the girls go crazy for Gray. Just Juvia. So, yeah. That's all I really wanted to address with my initial review. I still stand by some of the positive things I said about this movie. I wasn't terribly confused when I first saw it. As a non-fan, it's still enjoyable enough, whether you're a fan or not. But now that I am a fan, I definitely appreciate this movie more because I know more about the world. I know about Gajil and how he's kind of Makarov's personal spy or whatever. I know about Panther Lily. When I first saw this movie, I know about the 7-year time gap and how everybody changes in that. How everybody changes during that 7-year time gap. So yeah, I definitely appreciate this movie more now that I've seen the series up to a certain point. And yeah, this movie is definitely for fairy tale fans, and they'll definitely enjoy it more. But I still think that non-fans will enjoy it fine. Anyways, I'm Ninja Greg. You've been watching the Ninja Greg Show. Fairy tale fans, I hope you found this re-review satisfactory. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell for notifications so you know whenever I put something new up. I'll see you next time.